The next game we've got is BYU at Texas Tech. I just talked about this one when we were breaking down our playoff prediction poll. And to be completely honest with you, everything in me is telling me that Texas Tech in the line probably is where it's at, and I need to take Texas Tech. But BYU being undefeated and winning in the ways that they're winning, I think quarterback play is probably advantage BYU. I did not really give Bear Bachmeier the credit he deserved early in the season. He's played great. He's not the reason that they've struggled in some of these games early on.
He's gonna be one of the best, if not the best freshman in college football right now.
Absolutely. I think he should be getting a lot more attention than he is. I'm not a BYU homer or anything. I've been picking against them all season, but I think it's time to start showing some respect to this Cougars team. I'm going to take them to win in Texas Tech 37-31 on top of probably a strong performance from Bear Bachmeier and company running the ball. Off the play action, I think they find some big plays. Parker Kingston's been a stud. I like their receivers. They've been pretty solid. You just never know with BYU teams who's going to show up at the beginning of the season. And by the middle of the season, you see a bunch of guys, you're like, dang, where did they get these guys from? That other people just completely whiffed on in recruiting. Low profile guys end up being studs. The Puka Nakuas of the world, they end up pulling those players. And they end up being good most seasons. So I like where they're at. Texas Tech, the answer's got to be at quarterback in this game. Baron Morton's gonna have to play his best game of the whole season right here. They're gonna have to find down the field passing because BYU is going to make them throw the ball in this game to win. Texas Tech can run the ball and still win games, but I think BYU is gonna make them throw it. And I bet a couple key turnovers lean BYU's way if they win this game, and that's what we end up looking back on. I'm not extremely confident in this pick. The line is minus 10.5 Texas Tech, and if we were still doing Call the Dogs, this would be my pick, but I don't feel extremely great about it. I'm just tired of picking against BYU, which is why I said last week with Vanderbilt and Texas, and Vanderbilt lost. So maybe this is BYU's time to finally lose, like I had been saying up to this point, but I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to take BYU, and I think their consistency as a football team and their complementary football will get them this win.
I have BYU as well. They are probably the best team in the nation at taking advantage of other teams' mistakes. And Texas Tech has made a decent amount of mistakes at certain points in games this year. And especially if Baron Morton is banged up, not 100% in this game, if he were to go out in this game somehow, would really feel good about BYU. I think they capitalized on enough mistakes to beat Texas Tech 31-28.
I think this will be probably the deciding factor in the Big 12 for me. There's a couple teams kind of hanging around, but these look like the two best teams right now. If I had to pick, other than Utah, which played close with Texas Tech until the fourth quarter and lost by 3 against BYU in the fourth quarter. So I think those are the three best teams, but these two teams with big wins over Utah are going to probably establish after this weekend who the best team in the Big 12 is moving forward.